It was my first time eating at the school cafeteria, and after the butler helped me get seated, he was about to call over a server to take my order. But before he could even raise his arm, I waved him off, because I'd decided I wanted to try ordering for myself for the first time.
Waitress, we'd like to see some menus, please.
I'm not a waitress. There are no menus and the kitchen's closed.
With that, Lisa headed back behind the counter. But it was exactly that casual attitude of hers that instantly caught my attention. After sitting there watching her for a bit, I took the money from the butler, straightened my collar, and walked over to the bar counter with total confidence. Making sure no one could hear what I was saying, I said something completely ridiculous.
So, will you take your top off for me?
What?
Take your top off for me, like wild college girls. Just a quick look. Yeah, no one's watching, just take it off for me.
Faced with my shameless flirting, Lisa was immediately furious and grabbed the water gun and sprayed me down. So my bold attempt at hitting on her ended in complete failure. I was soaking wet and even got kicked out by security. But fate works in mysterious ways. On my first day of classes, I was shocked to discover that Lisa was actually in the same class as me. Not only that, but the teacher assigned me to sit right next to her. What happened next made both of us even more miserable.
Now I want you to turn to the person next to you and introduce yourself.
Me, who had zero interest in studying and only came here to experience college life, and Lisa, who desperately needed good grades to get into med school, had somehow dramatically become lab partners for the entire semester. Even though I promised Lisa that I'd do my best to cooperate, the next morning during lab class, I never showed up. And because I went missing, Lisa ended up being the only person in the entire class who broke the lab equipment. The embarrassment of being called out by the teacher turned into pure rage. She stormed over to the guys' dorm, only to find me still fast asleep.
You're still in bed?
Good morning, miss. Would you have some breakfast?
I just spent the last 2 hours looking like an incompetent idiot because my lab partner didn't show up.
Was that this morning?
Yes! You know, I know exactly who you are.
You do? You do?
You're just a spoiled little rich kid who sees college as a detour on the way to an easy life.
Being called a spoiled rich kid actually came as a relief to me. The truth was that when I came here to college, I specifically made arrangements with the school to keep my identity as the Prince of Denmark under wraps, because I didn't want to make a big scene. According to Lisa, I was just a giant baby who needed constant care, a spoiled brat who only knew how to show off, hiding behind my parents' fame. But facing her put-downs, I didn't feel like arguing back at all, because the reason I gave up the comfortable palace life and came here to study was exactly because I realized I lacked life experience and didn't understand the world outside. I even had a huge fight with my parents just to come here to school. Watching me get out of bed shirtless like that, Lisa's insults caught in her throat, and then she seemed to suddenly realize she was standing in the guys' dorm.